Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So in this one I have two replays to show you in the even 90. They were both from last night, and honestly I had a terrible session last night with this tank. I played 3 or 4 battles, guys, and it was not looking good. I had practically no damage. I was averaging maybe a little over 1,000 spotting, and all the games I were getting into were just complete trash. I decided to play 2 more games, and both of those games were incredible. So I'm going to show both of them for you here, and the first one is going to be on Lakeville. I definitely have featured Lakeville before. Guys, I was running food, so my concealment rating was like 51%. I don't always run food with this tank, but I was running it here. So getting to this bush was really not an issue. The only thing I was concerned about was the enemy ELC, which is a decent player, guys, and I was concerned that he would probably make a kind of the same move that I was making here, and you'll see later on that he actually does, end up somewhere in here, but I'm not spotted yet. And when I move up to this rock later on, I'm still not spotted. So I'm not really sure when he got there, guys, but like ELCs are invisible. You can never freaking see them, with their like 50% concealment. So at some point he got there. Anyway, guys, you'll see that we spotted this guy over here at almost like an AMX or T77, and he got wrecked. And now we're just spotting the, for our TDs in the back, we have a lot of firepower back here, guys. It's a tier 10 game. So this one guy got spotted, he's dead, and now we're trying to spot the Conway and keep him lit. And this guy doesn't look like a very good player. I don't think he was aware that he could even get spotted all the way back there, but I am in a very aggressive, spotting position because you could do this in the ELC, right? So the Conway's dead. And normally, guys, on this map, like, I never do this much spotting damage, at least not this early on in the game. And being that it's tier 10, both these matches, I believe, were tier 10, it made it very, very easy, with my TDs in the back doing, like, 800 damage a shot or whatever it is, that we just happen to rack up spotting damage like you wouldn't believe. So we're at 5,000 spotting damage already, guys. And all we're really doing is just being very aggressive in these bushes. We're being aggressive. We're in aggressive positions, but we're not really being very aggressive, guys. We're just sitting here. That's all you can really do in the ELC. 5,000 spotting damage, guys, 5 spots. And if you're watching the map, you see that we don't have the city. Like, no one has gone to the city except really the AMX back here and the Leo PTA. So it's not looking good, right, guys? Like, I'm definitely considering leaving the area at this given time, because in the ELC, you could take like a couple shots, but the point of this tank is to remain hidden. Now I poke out here just to see if I'm lit, and I am. So now I'm just going to hug the rock. But what I want to do at this given time, guys, is like the game is progressing rapidly. I want to know where people are. So now at least I have an idea, like the ELC is either sitting here or maybe sitting like over here or something, but at least I know. Now that I'm running away from here, I spot the CS59, I spot the E75, and the CS59 didn't even light me, unless I was still perma-lit, which I highly doubt. So that tells me more than likely that the ELC is in this area. So now I know that, guys. I'm just using that to, using the game knowledge to my advantage. Like, Sixth Sense is so crucial, guys, because it tells you almost exactly where people are on the map, if you know how to kind of use it. And being that I was hiding behind this rock at the time, that tells me that whoever spotted me has to be probably either here or like way over here. So now, guys, I'm going to move. You can see they have 2 people on cap. It's obviously the E75 and the CS. Or no, I'm sorry, it's the CS and probably the RHM, because he was just lit, or whoever it is over here, guys. The RHM and E75 are up here, but there's someone else on the cap, and I think I do spot him later on. We're going to move here, guys. I think someone tries to shoot at me there. And I definitely got lit here. I wasn't really paying attention to it at that given moment, but I know I got lit coming up here. And now the reason I'm making this play, guys, is we have view range on this entire thing right here. If you're looking on the map, that's what I want to have view range on. We hit the CS59, we reset the cap by 30 seconds or so, and 34 points to reduce, the capture points is really good, guys, for your W and 8 as well. Not sure if you're aware of that, but I don't really care, guys. I just want to win the game, but it is a bonus to reset the cap, and getting reset points is great. So really, I mean, at this point, guys, I have a good feeling that maybe the PTA or someone is going to YOLO me, but at this point, like, I can't leave here because I need to keep these guys spotted for like Artie and stuff like that, because the cap is like, they have 2 people on cap. If they get 3 people on cap, and the RHM or whatever runs down this way or whatever it is, guys. Actually, I don't think the RHM was on cap at this point because I don't think it reset there. But if he decided to get on cap, and like once they get into this little pocket right here, like if you're looking on the map, if they get into this pocket behind these buildings and they're still on the cap, it's game over, guys. Like, you need to get people in here to reset it. Like, I can't reset it for where I am, and the Artie can't reset it either. So that's what I'm doing here, guys. The RHM hits me. Luckily, I guess the RHM didn't have the top gun, because I'm pretty sure the RHM hits for like 750, unless I'm wrong, guys. But he waxed me there, unfortunately, and I'm down half my HP. But you can see the game has progressed pretty quickly now, and I'm just looking for shots on the Basante, but I think we've won this game, guys. We've done 8,267 spotting damage, 10 spots, and we're at 657 damage. And damage is never an issue in this tank for me, guys. I don't care about damage, but we need to win the game. So the fact that I put myself in these positions is basically what won us this game, because this had to get spotted, and because I got into a good spot early on, we were able to kill a bunch of people that could have went to this city later. And 8,200 spotting damage later, guys, and we've basically won this game. Now all I'm doing here now is the STA1 and the T10 E4 are not going to press me at this point. Like, it's 11-7. I'm not really concerned about that. We know that the type is still lurking around in this area, but the ELC is somewhere in here. So all I'm doing is just trying to find this guy. I'm putting out some random blind shots. I have no idea exactly where he's sitting, guys. I'd like to think it's in this area, but there's so many bushes here, he really could be anywhere. So I'm just kind of shooting just to see if I can hit him. And really, that's it, guys. That's basically this game. I'm going to kind of speed ahead until we cap, and I'm just warning the team. I even circled it on the map. Look, the ELC even 90 is here, guys, just for your awareness. But I think we have this game won, and I'm going to make you guys dizzy probably because I kept bouncing around here. So we'll go to the free camera. I'm just shooting, trying to find this guy, guys. We end up capping the base, and that's it. No end plates, guys, because 8,267 spotting damage was the end result. 657 damage was the end result. 10 spots, and that is the game on Lakeville, guys. So let's go ahead and get into the next replay. I don't remember the exact name of this map, so I just titled it Snow. I forget. I think it's called Siegfried Line, but let's find out. So on this map, guys, or it's Mannerheim Line. It's one of the lines. Mannerheim Line, maybe. So on this map, guys, spotting, and on Lakeville as well, spotting is really not something that's, I don't want to say crucial, but like, these are not maps like Prokhorovka where, spotting is 100% going to win you the game from a light tank. You know what I mean? Like, on that map there, on Lakeville, like, sure, it's important on almost every map to spot, but it's not as easy as being on like Proc or Melanovka, right, guys? So that's why I think both of these replays hold a lot of value in kind of showing you, how important spotting can still be on some other maps, and how much spotting damage you can actually get. Like, both of these games were, I want to say they were anomalies. Then again, the couple games I played before it that absolutely were trash were also anomalies. So I really can't describe to you guys, like, like, every game is different. I can't describe to you guys one game and talk about one game and it's always going to be like that. It never is. But that's why I like to just continue to make videos, guys, and show you what happens to me in some of these games, maybe in some of the games that are now much newer with people running around in EBRs more often now, or whatever the case may be. But as the game continues to change, I like to keep showing you videos on basically the same map with the same tank. I love playing the even 90, And you know, that's why I make these videos, so that you guys can just see kind of how I continue to spot and stuff, and where I find new areas to spot. So on this map, guys, on, I believe it's Mannerheim Line, um, I make an active scout pass. I wasn't even lit. The M41 and Batchat or whatever came running along this, and I did not even get lit, guys. The vision probably wasn't there for them. Maybe they were up too high or whatever, but I just found it incredible that I was not spotted here. So right off the bat, guys, sometimes TDs don't always come up here. But right off the bat, we're doing 2,700 spotting damage on these two TDs. The Progetto is poking up here. You'll see him here. And we get more spotting damage on him. We're at 5 spots. We're at 3,300 spotting damage already, guys. We're only a minute and a half into the game. And this is just incredible. Like, sometimes I don't get this much spotting damage. I don't even get close to this much spotting damage on this map for the whole game. So 3,600 spotting damage, guys, and it's just racking up and racking up. And I think this is like karma coming back to, you know, not be negative against me, but be positive, to really help me out here because of the first few games we had. So karma's doing me a favor here. It's saying, look, I know you had some shit first few games. Here's some better games for you. And we're at 4,000 spotting damage, guys, in, some 2 minutes. And it's hilarious, guys, what this tank is capable of doing sometimes. My view range is like 470 something with food. It's not even that crazy, but maybe the CVS does help in a way. I'm not sure why it would in this scenario, but you never know, guys. But like, my point being, you can basically do this in any tank if you come to this bush. So it's not like I'm doing anything special, guys. This is so easy. And passive scouting is very, very easy. You just have to know how to adjust in case you do get spotted, and know of certain areas where you can retreat to and still be able to scout for your team and stuff. Because some people only know one bush, and then from there they're like, I have no idea what to do. So that's why I also like showing you guys these replays, so you can just see how I react to certain situations. So we're gonna move up now. I almost looked over, guys. I hit my track. And, we're at 4,500 spotting, and just the way I'm seeing. So from my view, guys, the south side of the map has broken down considerably. We're probably going to lose that. We do have 3 heavies here. Looks like one just died, probably to the Progetto over here or something. And the way I'm seeing it is, I want to get up to this hill just so I can kind of spot this again, and possibly spot anyone that's going to like run this way, or like try and put pressure over here, because I want my guys to win this side of the map. It's very important considering that we basically lost the south. So as I'm seeing it now, guys, I'm very conflicted, and I always get like this because I don't know what I want to do in this situation. Again, like, I'm still thinking about it. We have a bunch of heavies that are pushing the south line, and we haven't really won the north side either. So I take one shot at the CS-52 US. I will show you guys that. Let's go back and actually take a look at that, because I was looking the opposite direction. So go to my camera view here so you can see the shot on the CS-52 US, or whatever it's called, LIS. And basically, guys, like, I'm going to keep talking about this situation, right? We get a kill on the CS. What would you do in this situation? This is something you have to obviously adjust to. Basante is here. Like, I would have never assumed that a Basante would come running up this way. But I guess it makes sense if you don't want to put pressure up this line. We get the spotting damage on the Basante. The Progetto, we still have lit here, and someone gets a shot on the Progetto, and he dies. So 2 people get shots on him. It's another 517 spotting damage. We're almost at 6K now, guys. And it's like, what do you want to do in this situation? Well, once I come up here and kind of get some vision on people and see what's going on, I'm like, okay, so here's what we can do. We spot the IS-3. He doesn't even spot us. We spot the TS-5 and the 53 TP. They don't spot us. And at this point, guys, I'm like, all right, now that we kind of know where everyone is and the TDs have cleaned up this IS-3, it's looking much better, and the north is still looking pretty good. So at this time, I'm like, all right, 6,000 spotting damage. Like, this, we might be able to actually make pressure in the mid here. And what I want to try and do now is spot, like, see if the 53 TP is going to do something like this, or even something like this, and maybe we'd spot him, if he's going to come around this way. And I'm thinking, all right, 9 to 6, like, I might as well just put pressure on this corner, because here's the thing, guys. If you do this too early on in the game and you come up to this bunker here, you're going to have issues, because there's going to be a lot of people that are sitting back in this area, and you could get YOLO'd. And all of a sudden the TS5 appears, guys, and I'm like, holy crap. And I really didn't expect him to still be sitting there. And then he drives up sideways, and I just take the shot and I kill him. So that was really easy, guys. But if that didn't happen, I was going to have to take a shot from the TS5 and run away from here and hope that the 53 TP didn't hit me either. So you can see, even when it's 9-6, guys, and they only had 6 people left, and that's including Artie, there's really only 2 people sitting here. I could have died just then. TS5 could have shot me, 53 TP could have shot me, and if my maths are correct, I'm dead from that. You know, if even if they just have like an average roll, right? So you have to be very careful when you make plays like this, going up to this bunker and this rock here. A lot of people like to do it because they see hard cover and they're like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. But you got to realize they have a lot of hard cover too from your guys over here, and people can just YOLO you. Like they don't, you know, like if you lure them out this way, then you have TDs here, but just be very mindful of that, guys. Like even if you get here, they could still poke on you and shit. So you have to be very, very mindful of that. So, you know, I wanted to note that. So be very, very careful making this play. Anyway, let's 2 times it, guys. We're pretty much at the end of the game. 63 TP dies, and now we're just going for Artie and these 122 TMs. So 122 TMs both retreat to this area, and we end up getting 1 shot on the FV207 here. I take it there, we get that kill, and now we're spotted probably from the 122s or whatever. So we're just kind of poking this corner now, seeing if we can get maybe 1 shot on them. And it's very difficult in this tank, guys. You know, the accuracy is so not really, you know, going to happen on these, you know, fairly heavily armored vehicles. And I think the 122 TMs are have decent armor. So we're going to come up here, guys, and I think I get 1 shot into the 122 TM. We end up getting the kill shot, which is great. Makes it 4 kills, guys. 6,097 spotting damage, 411 damage, if you can see that up here in the corner, and 4 kills, guys. So that's how I dealt with this situation on Mannerheim Line. Really not much more to say about it. That bush in the middle, guys, this bush right here, very, very, very powerful at the beginning of the game, and something that you can definitely get to in the ELC even 90 without getting lit most of the time. So I mean, that's really it, guys. I'm trying to think of anything else I might have left out. Honestly, guys, I consider the north side of this map to be very important. So the fact that we were able to hold the north side of the map, I think really is what won this game. You know, like, I mean, obviously a lot happened in the south for us. Like, we didn't really do anything in the north. But, you know, as we pressured this way rather, and pushed the south. But I think the north side of the map is very important. I wouldn't neglect that side of the map either. And if we ended up losing this side of the map, normally, you know, you could come up to like this bush here and spot people for any TDs that might be sitting back. So that's another way to kind of look at it in case that did happen. That's something I can, you know, show you guys. You know, you can try and sit in like this bush here. You can try and sit in this bush here. You can even stay here if you wanted to, and at least you'll spot people that are coming this way. And that's something you can do if you lose the north. But anyway, guys, that's how I handled Mannerheim Line, and also how I handled the game on Lakeville. I hope you enjoyed this video, the double feature in the ELC even 90, and I will see you guys for the next video. Bye-bye.